One Man's Opinion. Today I am reviewing the new Bess Wall play Liberation, directed by Whitney White, running through March 30th at Roundabout at Lauren Pell's Theater at the Harold and Miriam Steinberg Center for Theater at 111 West 46th Street in New York City. Stand up and show your love by becoming a patron over on Patreon, where you can, for as little as $1 a month, support this show and my classic cinema podcast, Yesterday's Matinee, where the latest episode, the 1929 Un Chien Andalou, is currently exclusive for patrons. There are the occasional extra goodies on the page as well, so I humbly invite you to come and check it out. Thank you to all my current patrons, especially my Neo and Hamilton tier patrons, and welcome to the new ones. A link will be in the description. Feminism, like most things people socially, culturally, or politically advocate for, is a bit more complex than what many people give it credit for. Look at it historically. Feminism has been described as waves, as one major issue is addressed and then followed by another. The first wave focused on property and voting rights, the second on equality and anti-discrimination. The third wave addressed the backlash to the second wave, and the fourth wave, which we currently are in, addresses feminism and social media and the #MeToo movement. That's just the grander vision of what is the feminist movement. On the ground level, things get more detailed, and that is what Bess Wall delves into with her new play, Liberation. Set in the basement gym of a local rec center in Ohio, Liberation is a memory play from the point of view from a woman who wasn't alive to actually remember the major events of the play. Susanna Flood plays the woman who feels like a Bess Wall analog. She talks about her mother Lizzie, whom she also plays, and the feminist group she organizes in 1970. She ponders upon her perception of her mother, who she feels abandoned feminism to become a domestic, marrying Bill, played by Charlie Thurston, and eventually becoming a mother. Through investigation and interviews with the surviving women of the group, she discovers there's a lot more to her mom than just being a domestic housewife. She leads an excellent ensemble cast. Everybody really shines through each moment of this piece. The bulk of the play happens in the past as the women initially come together with a perceived singular objective. There's the elder of the group, Margie, played by Betsy Adam, Dora, who initially thinks she's coming to a knitting circle, played by Audrey Corsa, Celeste, the sole black member of the group who has a secret she doesn't want to have revealed, played by Crystalline Lloyd, the free-spirited Isadora, played by Irene Sophia Lucio, and the down-on-her-luck Susan, played by Adina Version. There is another woman, Joanne, played by Kayla Davion, who can't attend the meetings because she's got children to feed, but pops her head in from time to time because one of her children has left their backpack at the gym. She also works as a stand-in for Lizzie during the more romantic scenes between Lizzie and Bill, which is understandable because you don't want the daughter who is embodying her mother being romantic with her father. These are intentionally minimal descriptions of the characters, as I want to present to you the archetypes of who they are and not reveal too much of who they really are, which is told throughout the story, because that is what Liberation really is. We find the deeper depths of who these women are through sharing with each other their deeper selves, and in turn revealing not what feminism means to each of them, but how feminism motivates them to better their lives on an individual level, whether it be having authority to stand up to the men in their lives, finding sexual liberation and gratification, being accepted for what they want to be, regardless of perception from conservative or liberal points of view, and so forth. These individualist feminist desires create bonding and discord between the women as they sometimes rally together and other times express discontent at another's perspective. There are broader aspects as well. They do attend large activist rallies that support broader goals of feminism, which is important, particularly in Lizzie's journey, as she is a journalist at the time and doesn't want to risk her career at the risk of showing political bias. David Zinn's set design is pretty simple. It's a basketball court and a rec center. It's functional and practical. Bill shoots hoops during intermission. What I really like is Qween Jean's costume design coupled with Nikiya Mathis's hair and wig design, which has some marvelous detail in presenting the historic look of 1970s Ohio. Liberation is a bold play, and not just because the entire first scene of the second act is performed completely in a nude, though I'm sure there will be a lot of chatter about that. If all you get out of that scene is that there are 6 fully naked women on stage, you're missing the point. Also, don't be a tool like people did with Take Me Out and sneak your phone into the show. Respect the cast on stage and put your phone in the security bags the ushers hand out. The opening scene of Act 2, as well as every other scene, is about the deeper nuance of feminism and how it is healthy and necessary for every woman to find their own individualism within feminism. Yes, fight the good fight for the greater needs like equal pay, the right to choose, and so forth, but in doing so, don't diminish or negate the inner feminist, the right of each woman to be the individual that they want to be, whether it be a career woman, an activist, or even a housewife. Feminism at its core recognizes that every woman has the right to be whomever they want to be and supporting that. This is at least the fourth best Wohl play I've seen, the other three being Grand Horizons, Make Believe, and Small Mouth Sounds. And of the four, this is easily my favorite. I hope everyone gets to see it and find for themselves what feminism is, not just on a global scale, but what it is on a personal scale. But I'm only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you'd like to see Liberation, I'll leave a link in the description where you can get tickets. Also in the description will be links to my Patreon page, my Yesterday's Matinee podcast, and social media where you can support my work. You can also support me by liking and sharing this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. My next review will be the Broadway production of Redwood. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.